Welcome back to Chapter 6. So we've got a relatively short recording here whereby we're just going to take a little look at what we mean by digital assets. So this is where we take some data and some information and we store it in a digital format. So in our notes here we've got a technical definition of what we mean by a digital asset. So it's where we've got a text file or a media file that gets formatted into a binary source and that also includes the right to use the file. So we can have digital files that don't carry the right to use them, but we say these are not considered to be digital assets. So some examples of some digital assets could be things like a software program, it could be a photograph, it could be a music file, or it could be some technical data. Quite often, businesses will use these digital assets as a way to make revenue for themselves. If this is the case, businesses need to ensure they put some security on the asset to make sure that only the users who have the right to use the files can use the files. Now they can do this by either adding some sort of encoding or encryption to the file, whereby that only comes off where somebody enters a password or a software key, for example. Or they could use something called a watermark. Now you might have found when you've been searching for images on Google, and sometimes the pictures come up with the word sample written across them. Well, that word sample will be a watermark, which just ensures that people can't use the photo for any unauthorized purposes. Licenses can be used to show the users that they have the right to use the file. When businesses use licenses, they need to make sure that they're very carefully worded so that it's always clear to the users of the files exactly where the ownership and the copyright of the files lies.